Yes, Asya, go ahead.
Confused on what we're doing. Are we trying to? I don't know what we're doing.
We were just trying to debug Jaden's code. He was having a really weird issue, but the code looks pretty much identical to what we had going on.
Yeah, last class we promised Jaden that that will start with his code this time. Okay.
And it's just being real weird.
Yeah.
I just do it like this, right?
You added it into your MIT App Inventor, so you're good.
Yep, so test it on your phone, see if it works, Jaden. And give us good to go so we can start.
Shopping list.
Mm-hmm.
So connect.
So you good?
Almost.
Okay.
I messed up the code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good, excellent. Okay, team, I think we can continue.
Okay, so let me just see. So, screen 1, and then more info. Still doesn't work. It doesn't say the name.
Yeah, but okay, what does it say there? Does it say like a little thing with like brackets and then all of the information in it?
So it says runtime error. Select list item. Attempt to get number 1 of list length 0, semi, and then the 2 dots, then 2 brackets. Note, you will not see another error reported for 5 seconds. So on the number 1, the list length is 0. So on screen 1, the first screen, there's all the items. I have 1 number of the item, but the list length is 0.
It's the same error.
So maybe he downloaded the previous instead of your tab. Are you sure you downloaded the correct AI?
Jaden, does it say shopping list in your tags or shopping list in your tags?
A shopping list.
So then that's your old code.
You download your old code. Team sent you the working one, so make sure to make sure to open the correct one.
All right, I think we can get started. If there's still more problems, we'll deal with those later.
Yeah. Okay.
But let's do something. Alrighty. So what we're going to be working on today is we're going to try to finish this more info screen. Hopefully, add a couple more features. Maybe add a delete button, and kind of make sure that we can actually manipulate our list. You know, add stuff, remove stuff, all that kind of stuff. The first thing I want to do is on this screen. Last time I showed a little bit of how to get like specific values from the item that you're getting, right? And just displaying those alone. So for instance, right now, if I run this, what's going to happen is if I, for instance, clicked on an apple, right? It's going to display to me here the full object of that item, right? It's going to show me the name equal to Apple, price 20, store Walmart, right? Whereas let's say right now what I want is I want to like organize solve sort all of the information so it says something. So I have like one label per option, right? So it'd be like name this, price this, store this, and then that way I can just kind of easily go and find the information I'm looking for, right? Maybe we can add something that'll let you like edit that entry, or actually let's see if right, or just delete the entry, just do something like that. All right, so what we want to do to make it so that we're just selecting one value. For now, let's just make it so that this label here is going to show the price. Show the name of our item instead of the entire item, right? With all of 3 of the attributes. All right, so we did this. I showed a little bit of how to do this last week, but basically what you'd have to do is this chunk right here, this blue thing, returns a dictionary element. All right, so we can use the dictionary, this like code area here, to get this get value for key in dictionary. All right, the dictionary that we're finding it in, this is what we're looking for. That's going to be in the middle. All right, and at the top, that's going to be the key that we want. All right, the key may be different from you. This is going to be like when we were coding last time, right? The key is different for everyone. So for me, if I look at my add item screen, over here for my name, I have the word name with capital N. All right, if you have something different, for instance, if you have the word item with a capital I, that should go in here. If you have name with a lowercase n, that should go in here. If you have like item name or something like that, if you have anything that isn't name, you want to make sure that you show that appropriately here. All right, and then if not found, we can just leave this as not found. All right, so now if I run this and I look at my screen, it should actually just say in little text, instead of saying like a big long line, it's just gonna say the name of the item. So for me, it says apple. All right, if I clicked on something else, it would say something else. All right, so this is how we would do it for that. All right, if I wanted to get a different item, for instance, instead of name, if I wanted to get price, I would write price right here. All right, and now if I update this, instead of apple, it's going to say 20, which is the price of my item. All right, so here I'm going to go and set it back to name. All right, and I want all of you guys to add this, and then we'll talk about how we're going to keep going with this for every single kind of attribute, right? So we're going to make sure we have one of these for name, one of these for price, one of these for store.
Tim?
Yep.
Could we make the text any bigger?
Yeah, of course. Right now, we haven't done any styling whatsoever, right? So for now, all we have is just like a blank label, right? Just a basic label.
Okay.
If you're done with this right here, basically how this front end is going to look is basically you're going to want a label like this, a label, like you're going to want 3 labels, and then one is going to be responsible for each attribute. All right, so if you're actually done the back end here, you can go to the front end and try to customize it. All right, so make these bigger, for instance, you can give them pre-made values at first. All right, so for instance, this will be name, right? I'll add 2 more. That's an image, not a name.
And Jaden, I wanted to actually let you know because the file that team sent has the 2 in the bracket and the space in between. You kind of have to change that, otherwise the MIT App Inventor wouldn't accept that to import, right? It doesn't allow for any spaces.
So guys, you can keep going with customization here. For instance, if I want everything centered, I can go ahead and do that. Not vertical. There you go. I'll add like All right, you can just add some, some pizzazz. Make it look good.
Wait, can you go back to screen 1 on the block? I accidentally deleted something.
Screen 1 blocks?
Yeah, I accidentally deleted something. Okay, I'm good. Thanks.
So on this front, all you really need is 3 individual labels. All right, and then we're gonna add some more stuff later, right? We're gonna add some buttons. We're gonna add some buttons that are gonna let us go back. They're gonna let us delete, right? And do basically anything we want to do. Is everybody good on the blocks end here? Can I keep going on front end? If you need more time on the blocks, can you type something in the chat real quick? All right, good. What's up? Hello? No? Okay.
He has an error.
Cannot accept the arguments. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Arig, can you share your screen? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Can you now share your screen? Okay, so you got an error saying things. Can you show me the error? Like, try to get the error to happen. Cannot the operator select item or can accept the argument? Oh, okay, so can you go back to screen 1 and then open this screen from screen 1? And then tell me if the same error happens. No, not add items. More info screen.
I don't have any items, so I can open the more info screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's probably why it doesn't work.
Why did I do that? Okay, then that's just a fancy component. I don't know. I just wrote gibberish, but I don't think. Yeah, it didn't give me the error anymore.
Okay.
Let me go back to screen 1 and refresh and see if it'll still give me the error if I go back to it. Okay, no.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, now it works.
So guys, once you're done this code, I'll give you a little bit of time. Work on the front end, make it look however you want. If you're done adding these labels, what I'd like you to do is add 2 buttons. All right, add 2 buttons in here that are you can customize them however you like. But I'm just gonna make one into a back button and one into a delete button. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna have them in a horizontal arrangement. I'll delete this. I'm gonna have one back button up here that'll hopefully be left aligned. Okay, so I'm gonna make this my back button. Emily, what color are back buttons usually?
What's up?
What color are back buttons?
Back buttons are dark blue.
Are you sure that's not send button?
Let's see. Yes, they're dark blue. They're usually the same color as your send button. But your text has to be nice and white. Or not. That's cool too.
Okay. And then my back button. Oh, okay. And then this button right here, this is going to be my delete button. All right. And I'm going to make it nice and red.
Store.
All right. So I have my nice back button, a nice delete button. All right. And nothing working. That's how we like it. That's what you want.
Of course. Nothing working makes everything way more fun.
What's it called? The app right there.
Exactly. You know. Quality. That's what we get there.
And then one more thing. On this screen, I'm also going to delete the title visible thing, just for cleanness. All right. Because I think we've done that on all of our screens.
All right, let's do a quick check. Does everybody have their front end set up?
Yeah.
Can I get yeses, nos in the chat? Something, signs of life? Yes. Yeet. Wow. No. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay, so let's just give it another minute for a little bit for Azima and Azia to set up. Is it a button? Wait.
These three right here, these are labels. These are buttons. Also, if you have nothing to do, go ahead and rename some of your stuff. So I will make my back button call it the back button. So
Is
I
it
know
all
that it's a
separate
back.
labels?
These three? Yeah, these three are separate labels.
Oh, you deleted mine.
It's a lot harder to control them if they're one label.
Jaden, what do you mean when you say kinda, no?
By that I mean like I'm halfway done. Like I got it.
Okay. You're working on it.
Keep
Cool.
working, we're good.
So let's give everybody just another minute to get stuff sorted because it seems like about half the class doesn't have it figured out. So you have 2 buttons and 3 labels and then whatever fun accessorizing you want. What a fun time. Oh, that's not right. All right. Status update. Those people who didn't have it working before, do you have it working now?
Almost.
Almost? Okay, Jaden's almost there.
One left.
How about Azima? Who else? And Gabe's got it. And Azia? How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I just need to change one thing.
Okay. So we're getting there. Getting closer.
And done.
Done? Okay. Cool. So Tim, I think now we can move on a little.
All right. Okay, so on our back end, we already have a little bit of code in place to make it so that these labels get filled with some information, right? Or for instance, for now, we only have one, right? I only have my name label getting filled. I'm going to do 2 things. Firstly, if you see here, I have it say name, colon, and then I want it to say the actual name afterwards. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a text join block to make it so that it's joining together the word, like the string name, and then whatever name it gets back from this block. Okay, that will make it just look a little bit nicer. And then the next thing I want to do is I'm going to actually copy this code 3 times or 2 more times. like this. And I'm going to have one of these for each attribute. So I'm going to make this price. I'm going to make this store. Yeah, I'm going to make sure it's addressing the store label and the price label, and that it's actually looking for the right items. There we go. Okay, and now if you have this run correctly, you should theoretically just be able to see everything. Let's try this out. I'll scooch this over so you can still see it. Did I spell price wrong?
No, that was good. Maybe you spelt it wrong somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, it works. Make sure, guys, when you're running it on your phone, you start on screen 1, click an item, and then click more info, or else it doesn't know what you're asking for, right?
Mine doesn't work.
What part doesn't work?
It won't show the name, price, or store.
Do you start on screen 1?
No.
Okay, start on screen 1, click an item, click more info, and then see if it works.
Okay. Still doesn't work.
Okay, I'll leave the code up for like another 2 minutes so everyone else can copy it down, and then you can share your screen and I'll take a look.
Mine doesn't work either.
Works, but the item, like the colon, disappears, and both the item and the name of it, they're smushed together.
The item and the name?
Like the name of the thing, I'll show you.
Mine
That's
just says store.
Okay, so here, the colon, you have to, like, do you see here in this join part?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in. You have to add a colon in here and then a space afterwards.
Okay.
And now mine just says store Safeway combined.
What happened?
Mine just says store Safeway combined with Aisha's.
It combines them together.
Yeah, like it just says store Safeway.
Make sure you add spaces after you after this like first part in the join.
Can I do
Okay.
dot dot?
No, you see here I say name dot dot space. All right.
But Emma
That-
says dot dot.
That way it spaces it properly. Okay, I think for the front end part or the back end, most people have gotten it down. So let me just try to fix errors if people have it. So Adil, can you share your screen?
Okay. Back to.
Yeah, mine still says the same thing.
Share screen. Two. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Show me. Okay, and now can you go to your add item screen?
Oh. Okay, I did do that.
Okay, name, store, price. All right, that's fine then. Okay, go back to the more info screen. So what's the problem? Oh, you're setting label 1 3 times to the same text. It should be label 1, label 2, label 3. Or yeah, no. Oh wait, what? What's label 1?
I don't know. I lost it. Oh, I forgot. I don't know.
Can you just go there and click label 1? Okay, delete it. Just get rid of it. Okay. Anyway, that should hopefully work now.
Yeah, it works now.
Okay, awesome.
Right.
Who else had errors? Anybody else, or is that everyone good? Okay, Asia, share your screen.
Sure.
Okay, what did you say the problem was?
Now it just says text for label 1, text for label 2, text for label 3. I had a lot of. It had a runtime error and lots of other stuff. Runtime error.
Okay, can I request remote control here? Okay, so first things first, over here, you want
Oh, you
colon.
might go over there too.
Oh, never mind. This is the wrong place. There you go. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Okay, you have it here, so that's good. Let's go to screen 1. Okay, now can you click on an item and click more info?
Oh.
No, like on your phone.
Cookie more.
Does it
I
work?
think it works now, yeah.
It works?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so then you didn't have any problems. That's fine. All right. Can everyone else let me know if yours works or if you need help? If you need help, we can go ahead and try it. So we help you.
Mine works, but it also has a runtime error.
If you have a
There's no-
runtime error, make sure you're starting on screen 1 and then clicking an
Okay.
item and clicking more info.
Okay.
I just can't delete anything now.
Well, we didn't add a delete.
Oh.
The delete button
I
doesn't
tried.
do anything. This is not coded. Neither
Okay,
does
so
the backup. Yeah.
can we get confirmation that everybody's works so far? Yes?
I'm still trying to test it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the same problem from the start. So my projects, and then I pressed like import project AIA from the computer, choose the files. I choose the one that you gave me, and then open. Okay, and I can't do it because it can only contain letters.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, yeah, I'll send him a new one, and I'll make sure to rename it before sending.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, it'll have the updated code.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give it 1 sec. Tim will send you the new code. Okay, everybody else is good though?
Yeah.
Greg, how's life? Good?
Good.
Nice. Okay. So we'll just let Tim take a second to send Jaden the code, and then if everybody else is good, we'll keep going. Actually, it's 10:47. Do we want to give students a 5-minute break?
11:40.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. You guys are an hour ahead. It's 11:47. All right. All right. Take a 5-minute break. Come back in
And
5
we'll-
minutes.
Yes, we'll make the delete button work and things. Very,
Yeah,
very exciting.
Okay, I think it worked now. Oh, wrong button.
You're there or there? No, no, don't put any zeros. So just 100. I already did that earlier. Mine doesn't have a runtime error, even though
Make
it's
sure
still working.
Make sure you start from screen 1.
Yeah, it is starting screen 1.
What does the runtime error say?
Cannot find component list view 1. Note, you'll not
Oh,
see
no, yeah. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That doesn't actually do anything. You're okay.
I don't watch them.
It works. It works. I just have to get the back button working.
Sam, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, we can probably get started pretty soon.
Show yourself. Where are you? Ah,
Magic.
unhidden. There you go. So how was I supposed to know you were back?
I have a snack.
Alrighty.
Anyways.
Is it spaghetti?
How did you do that, Emily? That your background was still there?
There's a camera.
I have the little camera cover,
Oh,
and so
okay.
it's just my camera's on and there's a background, but I'm not there.
Oh, okay. That's
It's magical. Very cool.
Okay, let's get some stuff working. If you are back, can you please say something in the chat so we know you are back?
Well, we see most people. We're
Yeah,
just
but,
missing
okay, I don't know.
Adil, Azima, and Gabe.
Azima, Adil, and Gabe, are you guys here?
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow, Gabe's there. All right, Adil's
Gabe's there.
here.
Everyone's
I
there.
think
We're so
good.
excited.
Alrighty. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have two buttons over here. We have our back button and our delete button, and we need them to do things. All right, and right now they do not do things. So let's get them to do things. For the back button, okay, we're going to, let's take the first couple of minutes. All right, I just want all of you guys as a challenge, try to get the back button to work. So when you press the back button, I want it to go back to screen one.
Okay.
All right. I know all of you guys should be able to do this. If you don't remember how to do it, take a look at, for instance, like the add screen. The add screen, or the add item screen, also has that code on it. So if you don't remember how to do it, take a look there, peek and see. All right. Mine is already working. Awesome. See, Azima is like ahead of the game.
Wow, ahead of the game. Very cool. All right, once you get stuff working, let us know. We have 3 people who said they got it working.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't have it working, don't worry. I can show you guys how to do it right now. If you have it finished though, very good. Awesome. All right, so all we need to do to make the back button work is go back button dot click. All right, and when it's clicked, we're gonna go control. And there's 2 things we can do. Either we can open another screen or close screen. All right, up to you which one you want to do. I'll just go ahead and do open another screen. Open another screen and not trim. What is this? And that should be the name of the screen, which is screen 1. All right, now, if any of you guys have been trying to play around with the delete button, trying to figure out how that would work, you may have figured it's a little bit more tricky than it may seem, right? Ideally, all you think you'd have to do, right, is you'd say something like when button or when delete button dot clicked, then delete current item from list and then open that other screen, right? Something like that would be very nice, but inconveniently,
I did is just I just do a clear button and I memorize which one I bought and like when all the items are bought, I just press the clear button. That would also work.
wait, all right, what did you say? Okay, all right.
Wait, did we make a list for all our items? Like
Okay,
all
I'll
our,
get to it in a sec. So,
because can we just remove item from list if it's in a list?
so yeah, here is the thing. The Cloud DB stores a list, but it's not like a list that you have ready access to. And if you look at the commands that you have available to you here, right? the only thing that has anything to do with removing items is this one right here, which is just remove first from list, which for us does not work, right? Because if, for instance, we wanted to, if we wanted to remove like the 8th item, right, or like the 5th item, right, we couldn't use this. It would only work if we were selecting the first one always, which it's not very convenient for us. So kind of like what Arg suggested is the only way that we can really do anything with this, get it to work, is we have to take the list from the database, all right, store it somewhere on our phone for a second, all right, remove the item, and then update it again on the database, on the cloud DB, and then just open the other screen, right? Because once you remove the item, you no longer really want it. You no longer want to be on the more info screen because that item doesn't exist anymore. All right, so let's start working on this. All right, what we're going to start with is just let's get the delete button out here. We're going to say when delete button dot click.
But wait, where is the delete button? Like, can you go back to your
in my designer, it's just right here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, when we click the delete button, we're gonna want to do some stuff with lists, right? We're gonna want to remove the item we want from the list and then update it on the database. All right, the way we're gonna do this is we first want to actually store our got value in some kind of variable. So I want to go here, variable, initialize global variable item list. For now, it'll be a blank list, create empty list. All right, and then in here, when we get a value, I'm gonna make it so that we set item list to the value. All right, so variables, set global item list to value. Okay, this way we will have some kind of local variable, all right, ready for us to be able to like manipulate and then update back onto the server or back onto the database. So as of the moment, you're not going to see any noticeable difference, all right? But the 2 lines you guys added, right? This one right here, initialize global item list to create an empty list, right? And this one, set global item list to get value. All right, those 2, they're not going to really do anything yet, but at least now we have a variable that we can control and do things with. All right, and now when we click the delete button, we know already the index of our item and we have our list. So basically all we're gonna do is we're just gonna remove that index from our list. All right, so the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna go here under lists. All right, and there's probably an item, yeah, remove list item, list index. So remove list item. The list that we're removing from is going to be get global item list, and the index is going to be our get start value. All right, because we know the index from the previous screen and we're just going to try to delete it right there.
There we go.
Okay. So as of the moment, this will remove it from our local list. But now, the last thing we need to do is take that new updated list and push it back onto our Cloud DB. And for this, you may have noticed there's an option here that says clouddb.storeValue tag value to store. Basically, what this is it's kind of just like it'll allow you instead of like adding a value to the end of the list, it will kind of just replace the entire list with a value. All right. So we're going to slap that right there. All right. The tag is going to be shopping list, same as we have over here. If you have a different tag or spelled differently, make sure you update it like that. And then the value to store is going to be get global item list. All right. And hopefully this works. Let me actually test if this works. I'm not sure, but let's see this. And let me know, guys, if you have any errors or anything like that. Sorry about that. There you go. So if I select Apple, more info, gives me all the info, and then I click delete.
I have a runtime error.
That's common.
Make sure you start from screen 1, and unless it's like the list view one. Oh, okay. So this does work. Last thing we're missing is we need to redirect back to our screen 1. So you can copy that over from up here. All right, because once you delete your item, there's nothing left to do, right? You can't really continue going with that. Yeah, so let's see. I'm going to delete cookies now. Cookies, I go here, I click delete, and now I have no items. It worked. Awesome. Now I need to add some new items, though, because I'm out of items. What do I want to add? Oranges from Superstore that cost $10. Alrighty. Okay, and now I'll go to the more info screen. If you haven't finished up with the code, you can take a look here. Keep adding things. Yeah, Arek?
I have an error. It said remove list item. Attempt to remove one of an empty list.
Okay, so do you have this line that says open another screen?
For where?
Under
For
delete
where?
button. Like
No,
after
I don't
you,
have another screen.
Okay, add this thing that says open another screen, because what's happening is when you press the delete button, it's deleting it, and then when you press it again, thinking nothing happened, it's trying to delete something that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay.
So that's what the error is about. It's trying to delete something that's already been deleted. Right? So if you do it this way, what's happening is right after you delete it, it'll redirect you to screen 1, which will make it so it actually you know it's been deleted. It is, if it doesn't redirect, it's misleading, right? Because you think it's not deleted, even though it is.
Okay.
But yeah, this does work. This is very good.
Yeah. For me, delete everything.
You want to delete everything?
No, for me, it deleted everything.
It deleted everything. How many things did you
At
have?
random. I had about 4.
4.
5.
Did you click the delete button 4 times?
No, just once.
Yeah, let me.
Tim, I have another type of error.
What's the error?
It says, cannot find the component list view 1. Note, you will see another error reported.
Yeah, we've had this error. Don't just ignore it. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's work through it. Right now, who has errors?
More info screen.
If you have an error, can you send something in the chat so that we can work through it and fix it?
I have an error.
Who has an error?
This works. I have an error.
Azia has an error.
So what's your error?
Switch. Attempt to get item number 1 of a list of lengths 0.
Do you have any items
Same
in your
error.
list?
Well, right now I have 0 items in my list.
I'm gonna add one.
Could delete all of them.
Exactly. So go back to your add screen, add some items, and then hopefully you won't get an error.
I am
You have to add at least 2.
the switch that she can't get.
Okay, can everybody send a message in the chat if it works?
More info.
I'm gonna delete it too.
Delete. Oh, it works.
Yeah, but that's for 2. What if there are 2 items?
Working. Regs is working
Let's test that too.
with weird capitalization. Love it.
Okay. Then just ask Tim. Why didn't you do that?
Jaden, how's it going? No. Okay. Jaden, what's wrong?
So I got everything working. It's
Mhm.
just I can't add another item now.
Tim.
You can't add another item?
Yeah.
Oh.
The runtime error says that the second argument before reach is not a list. The second argument is 1.
The second argument of what?
The runtime error. The second argument before each is not a list. The second argument is 1.
I have a new runtime error.
What's your runtime error, Asya?
Accept to invoke virtual method Java lang class Java lang object get class
Okay, Asya, can you share your screen?
whatever that is.
Well. Get class on a null object reference. You will see another error reported in for 5 seconds. Wow. Okay.
Okay, can you click dismiss? How many items do you have right now?
2. The
2?
rest of them took. Delete.
Okay, can you click connect AI companion and let me connect. Click connect.
Okay, so I guess it's working, but there's still the error.
I think you added a word for the price.
I did.
Yeah. What is Mavo?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on, let me control.
Oh, please.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clear it again.
We need to change the width and stuff like that.
Okay, how many items do you see now?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Okay, now go to the add item screen. Add items. Make sure your price is a number. Do not accidentally add words.
Right. Price. What? Me. I got a runtime error.
See, that's common. So it usually doesn't do anything.
All right, let's work through it. Right now we're helping Azia, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So Tim's working through that. Text box 1, text box 2, text box 3.
What just happened?
Nothing. Okay, do you have how many items?
Seriously, keep on going back to the item screen.
Yeah, okay, no, you're on screen 1, right? Okay, can you click on one of your items?
Yeah.
Actually, no, okay, just wait, stop. Let me just disconnect. Let me connect. Why is your total price like 10 million? Also, where is your more info button? Wait, where is your more info button?
Huh? You're screen 1.
Yes.
Look.
Attempt to get item number 0 of list.
Right now we're just troubleshooting.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, wait, no, what? It works.
Okay.
Okay, if I click delete, it deletes. All right. You know, I don't know. Everything works. It's just really finicky for some reason, but it does work how it's supposed to. All right. Who else has errors or it doesn't work? Is everyone else good? No? Yes? Aisha is good?
I don't think I can get another item.
You can't add items?
I don't think so. Let me try. MIT. So add item. Name of product cheese. Store. There. Store is done. Price estimate 3.99. Done. And then add to list. Yeah, I can't add item.
Um, uh, um, Jaden, can you turn on your video and like point it at your screen?
Okay, so what do you mean?
Just like show me your screen.
Okay, so
Your video is off right now, so turn it on.
I can't because it says you has disabled. You have
Okay,
disabled.
wait. Can
so
I
I
turn
can't.
yours back on?
Yeah, I can't change it back on.
How about now?
My video. There. Okay, so plus, and then name of product.
Okay, so your camera froze, so I didn't actually see any of that.
And then store. There. Price estimate. Let's just do 3. Add to list. I cannot find. Okay, there we go. So apparently it cannot handle point now.
Oh, okay. Then don't do point.
Okay. I'll just do rounding. I'll just round to the closest one.
Okay.
Delete all. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work.
Also, Tim, I think I found the errors in Jaden's previous code.
What was the error?
So he never labeled in his labels like yours, but he's using your label keys in the code.
How?
Like, for example, can you open maybe his screen? I'll show you real quickly. Actually, I like his front end. I'd really like to see him continue working on his code, but so Jaden, when you use the keys that's team typing, make sure
Yeah.
you're using your labels, like whatever you label them, right? Because you're not labeling them the same way as team
Yeah.
does.
So name with capital N, and I did name with capital N, and then store with capital F. I did store with capital S. Price with capital P. I
Wait,
did
where do you see him using labels?
Can
Yeah.
you open his code on the screen? His
Yeah,
old code,
no, I'm sorry.
so I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, here you see he's using price value
Right.
for key price. On the calculate total price block. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you see he's using price.
Yeah.
But if you go back to his code,
It's also price.
no, go back to his front end.
No, wait, that's a different price. That's not a label. This price is the key for his dictionary.
Okay, so it's not the one.
That's not front end.
That's not the front end.
It's
Okay.
like it's impossible to use front end in the back end. That doesn't exist.
Yeah. So when you go to the next one, those price, store, and name, store, and price.
You mean on the more info screen?
Yeah. No, on the add items one. Yeah, name, store, and price here. So where is he setting them up?
Right here.
So he's setting up them here and using them in the other screen, right?
He's not saying it's a dictionary, right? So here are all the keys. Here are the values, right? And then on the other one, he's like retrieving the values at these keys.
Okay, got it. So it's not the front end stuff. Okay. Never mind then. Yep.
All right. Okay, so as of the moment, we have basically implemented most features that would be nice to implement, right? So we have added item list, or we've added a delete button. We've added a more info screen. We have the full list view, total price, all of this added in. at this point, I'd like to hear your ideas to see if there's anything else that you guys think you'd. Oh, actually, we haven't added completion, have we? Do you guys want to add completion?
And just one more thing I remember. Can you go back to the school again? Sorry.
Yeah.
Go to the back end. Like here, he has one empty list floating around. Could that cause the problem?
Please.
Like when you move these things around, yeah, when you move the calculate total price, yeah, you see there was this one back, create empty list floating.
I don't know if that would be the problem, but maybe.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, let's just keep going.
yeah, just test it then and see if that would work. Okay.
Okay, guys. So, someone said something in the chat. Jaden is frozen. Jaden is frozen.
But in a very cool way.
All right. Okay, yeah. So, guys, I think the last thing we're missing for our app is some way to check if somebody has bought that item, right? So, for instance, if the item has been bought, we need some way to see that. We need maybe like a dash through it, or like in brackets, it can say done. Or can I do HTML formatting? No? Okay. Oh, wait. If I check this.
Legend box.
Give me one sec.
Azima suggests afterwards we add a quantity. That could be cool.
You want to add a quant? That would also, yeah, that would be pretty good. Where was I? Oh, okay. More info screen here. Okay, I just want to test something real quick. If I do this, will it work? Oh, that's good. Actually pretty cool. Hold up. Hold up, wait, check this out. So if I have a name here, I do this. Oh wait, no, here. Okay, you ready?
What does it say? Strike name strike. Why did it say that?
Okay, that doesn't work. I'm trying to see how we could mark something as done. Do you guys have any ideas? So if you had an item that was finished, somebody already bought it, how would you show that? Asia wants to make a check mark.
Yeah, that would be useful. That would be easy.
That would be one way, but how do you do a check mark in text?
Aren't there checkboxes?
There are checkboxes, but you can't have like a checkbox for every single.
Can we just do like a V or something? Oh well, no. Then.
You could.
Well, no, we can set the background color to green.
Okay,
that's a good idea.
If you're on your screen one, you have a list view, and looking at the list view, you need to be able to tell if the item is bought or not. So you can't individually change the color.
We could see if we could, like, let's say we hold onto an item and then we'd like put a dash when we're done, like once we've released.
Or maybe when we press in more info, it would say bot or no bot, or it's not bot yet.
Yeah, but do you want to have to click on more info every time just to check if it's bought or not?
No, I think like if we hold on, like we keep our finger on it for a few seconds and then we let go, it could like
Like
draw a dash or
hold, but I
something.
don't know if hold's an option on list view though.
Yeah, hold wouldn't be the easiest thing to program. Show filter bar. So, oh, you can search things. That's actually pretty sick. All right. So okay, yeah, we have a couple things we could do. We could either just put like a V afterwards. We could in brackets say like done or something. Or potentially we could I don't think there's any other way to do that. Okay, so what do you guys think the best way to put a checkbox is? Do you think it would be like a V or like a slash or in brackets say done or bot?
X probably makes sense.
An X also works, I guess, maybe. Well, that's the
Dash.
beginning part, yeah. All right.
Can
So
we have it highlight the button, like if we like click on it maybe twice, it could highlight it, and then it'll show that it was done.
Regarding clicks, the only thing we can check to see if happened is one click. Like there's no way to see if someone's holding it or double clicking it or triple clicking. We can see them click once and like see what they clicked, but that's basically it. Yeah, I guess an X is probably the best way to do it. So what we need to do is we need to somehow come up with a way to make it so that you can make an item done. So
Wait,
yeah, right.
Are we still using a list? Because can we do like replace item in list with, because I think that's a thing we can do with lists.
Yeah, we're gonna end up doing something like that. So, for instance, let's take a look at our backend here. So every single item right now, there's no way to check if it's done or not. All right, but what we can do is if we go to our add screen, our add item screen, we can add a fourth attribute called something like finished or bought. All right, and then if that attribute will have two possible values, right? It'll either be true or false. If it's true, that means someone bought it, which means we need to display it with a little X. If it's false, that means nobody's bought it, which
No X.
which means that it'll just be displayed normally. Okay. So what I want you guys to do, first thing we want to do, can everybody go to their add item screen, please?
Okay.
All right. And on their add item screen, click the little gear.
Make dictionary.
Add another pair right here. No, so right, you see we have name, store, price, and right now we're gonna add a new one, so it's gonna be blank for now. And then the key is going to be bought or completed or.
Then do we set the bot to false?
Yes, bought, and then the value will be false or not, right? For when you create the item, it's false, right? And then afterwards, when someone says they bought it, that's when it's going to be converted to true. All right, so this right now, for now, it'll be false. All right, let me know. I'll give you a couple, like a minute or so, just to make sure everyone's got this. Once you've got this, go ahead and say yes in the chat. We're finished, and we will keep going.
Where did the click come from?
Where did the click?
People are doing
Yeah.
good.
What click?
The submit dot click.
It's a button.
Yes. Wow, that's a lot of Z's and S's. Good job. Yes, sir. Yes, sire. That's fun. Or yes,
Yes, sire.
sirree. Yes, sirree.
It's 3 R's.
No, it's a different one. I got you. Great. Good job, Eric. I'm loving the backgrounds that are going on. Eric's been in space this whole time. Look at him go. Just floating around aimlessly, staring at the galaxy. Amazing.
All right, so once we have this final pair, it's gonna allow us to kind of keep track of if an item is bought or not. Another thing this is gonna do is it's gonna make all of your current items completely invalid. All right, so before we go too far, can all of you guys quickly connect to your emulator, all right, or not your emulator, to your phone, all right? So hold on, let me go to the emulator. Okay, scan the QR code, connect, and then what I want you to do is go and delete every single item. You can do that now manually because, you know, we have programmed that in. Okay, just go through
Efficient. Amazing.
every item you have, click more info, and then click the little delete button, and this will be a way to check to see if everything works as well. Okay, and in the end, you should have a blank list, no items, because what we're about to add is going to break everything unless you have no items. Okay, it'll only work for new items that are created from now on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so people have stuff working?
Mine is just a blank screen, so I guess it's working.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God, Nutella. Yes. That's amazing.
Okie doke. So
Okay.
the next thing we want to do, all right, we're gonna have to add some kind of way to make an item bot. This is gonna be a little bit hard because what we're gonna have to do is we're going to have to we already have our item list right here, which is very good for us. All right, but we're gonna have to make it so that if like a button is pressed that makes an item bot, it's gonna have to go through that item list. All right, it's gonna have to find that item that you clicked on. It's gonna update it. All right, and then it's gonna have to push it back to the cloud DB. All right, it's gonna all sorts of annoying things. And it's gonna have to have some way of like refreshing it as well. Okay, we're gonna make a nice big function for this. Don't worry. All right. So the first thing we want to do though is we need to make some way to make an item bot. All right. So let's go to the designer. Okay. Let me get my more info button. I'm gonna make it visible. And what I'm actually gonna do is right underneath my more info button. All right, so I'm actually going to add a vertical arrangement inside of my horizontal arrangement. Put it in like that. Put another button in there with it. Where did it go? Well, actually, there's a couple ways you can do this. All right, now I did like this. So I'm going to make this now invisible. And now I'm going to have my button here. This is going to be like, you can call it bot. You can make it nice and green. Maybe not that obnoxiously green. Maybe not that disgustingly green. Hold up.
Hey, what's the name of the button?
Bot, or like Mark is
Purchased. Gotten.
Botan.
Botan. Exactly. Acquired.
Acquired.
Acquisition. Anyways, you just need a button.
Okay.
But why did you get rid of your? Oh, someone has Azima. What's up? You're muted. Wait, no, unmute yourself.
Wait, how did Tim do the button thing?
Oh, he just added another button in,
Just add it. Yeah, just add
like
a new
usual.
button.
Okay, just add another on top of it.
Just in there, yeah.
You
So
can
he
pick
did.
wherever you want it to go.
He
Okay.
put it in below his list view and above his total price. So it's
Okay.
up to you where you put it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I want it right now. If I just go ahead and do this, does that look better?
Sure. Why did you get rid of your more info button?
I didn't. It's supposed to be invisible until it's visible.
Why?
Because
I see.
we
Yes.
did that. Remember?
Tim,
So you just invisibled it for aesthetic purposes?
Yeah.
Tim, can I ask you to test something for me?
One. Gosh.
Maybe.
Can you open his program again, his old one? I think the problem was with him entering 0.00 instead of just 0.
You think
So
the float is the issue?
It's not a float. I think it just doesn't understand it that way. Yeah, if you just change his 0.00. And test it. See
Yeah,
if it
this
works.
is just 0.
Yeah, just replace it with 0. You don't need to delete that. Just in that box, just.
And there are 2 different types. Like there's a 0 up here, and there's like a decimal one right here.
Do you think he pulled decimal or he pulled the 01 and just typed? I think he just pulled 01 and typed 0 in it.
Essentially.
Yeah. So can you test that, please?
Aisha's got her cool background too. Everybody's just got their
Yeah,
cool
I love it.
I love the engagement. It's amazing.
I like the creativity. Nutella.
No, it still doesn't work.
How are you getting this error? Like, I don't get when I do that.
Yeah, but you don't do it.
No, I tested on the Sony tab. So can you tell me how you're creating that error?
You go from screen 1, select
Yeah.
an item.
Wow, Candy. Amazing.
Don't you have to add the item?
Aisha's even blending in with her background.
Yeah,
It's very
I have
cool.
some items in there.
You know, you are what you eat.
Yeah, if you don't have items, add a couple, then click on it. Click more info, and that's when the error.
Amazing.
Oh, so that's when it gets.
Aisha's disappeared. She's magical. Look at her go.
Okay, guys. So once we have shopping app, make this bot button. We'll also make it uncheck the box that says visible. We'll also make it only appear when you click an item. That will just look very cool. All right. Give me a sec.
You're supposed to make more info not visible.
Yeah, so no, the more info button should be not visible, and I'm gonna also make the bot button not visible. All right, so uncheck the checkbox down here that says visible when you click on it. All right, so you shouldn't even see it. But then on the block side over here where we have list view 1 dot after picking, make it so that our new button that we added also. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm just gonna make the button 1 also visible. All right, and I'm also gonna go find that button and rename it to boss button. There you go. Okay, so if you run this, it should hopefully do cool things.
Wait, Tim.
Yeah.
Like, if we could do this, like, if when you press on the item, if it shows bot, that means it's bot. If it doesn't show bot, that means it's not bot.
No. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna click on the item, and that button, if you click it, that means you're gonna like buy it. Right? So when you buy the item, you click on it, you click bot, and that's gonna like tell the program to update it and make it so that it looks like it's bot.
Okay.
So when we click on the item, oh, that's what you meant by bot. It doesn't show that it was bought from me.
Let me try real quick. So if I run it, connect companion. Let's try. Yeah, make sure you like add an item. And then you have to click on the item and then the thing will show up.
What happened? Wait, so when you press bot, it should. What's supposed to happen?
Nothing. When you press bot, nothing happens right now.
Okay.
Because we haven't made it do anything, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so the final thing that we want to do.
Space. Those churros. Sorry. I love it. And Eric says, I am space, I am abomination. Okay, Tim, continue.
Okay, yes. All right, so when we press the bot button, so bot button dot click. All right, this is where the magic is supposed to happen. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and select the like currently selected item from the list. All right, so this is gonna be kind of weird. All right, so we're gonna say list dot select list item in list get global item list. Index is going to be list view dot selection index. Okay, and then what we want to do with this is we want to update it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and say set item list to list dot. Okay, wait, never mind. No, this is what we're gonna do. Okay. What just happened? Hold up. Okay, so replace item in list. All right, the replacement is going to be this, but with the okay, this logic is going to be a little bit funky.
Okay then.
Okay, here. So set value for key in dictionary. To with a capital B.
Bot. That's for set value. And this goes here. We put a not.
Okay, this was quite a funky process, but basically, here, if value is not found, I'm just going to set this to false. Okay. What this is doing is it's going and it's saying if you press the bot button, what it's going to do is it's going to set the value as the key bot for that item. All right, that item is going to be select list item from the list global item list at the index selection index. Okay, so this is like selecting your item. All right, and it's going to go change the bot key and it's going to set it to the opposite of what it currently is. This right here is going to return to you what this right here is going to return to you what the current value of bot is, right? So it's just saying get value for key bot from this item, right? Value if not there is going to be true. All right, and not is just going to make the opposite. So what is not true?
False.
False. False is not true. What is not false?
True.
True, right. So this not is just going to like make it the opposite of what it currently is. So if you did buy the item and you press the bot button, it'll make it unbought, so it'll make it false. Right? And if you didn't buy the item and you click bot, it'll make it bot. So it'll make it.
All right, so a lot just happened there. So do we want to give people a little bit of time to get set up and tell us if you have got it all down already?
Yeah. I'm just going through to explain it because this does look super freaky.
Yeah.
All right, and then this last part here is just going to update our Cloud DB with this new value. Whew, yikes. Okay.
All right, so if you have that down, can you send a message in the chat? Abomination says yes. Okay, Azima's working on it. So we have almost a little less than 10 minutes left in class. So we're just going to finish this up and make sure that it works. And then I think that that'll be it for today. Jaden's done. I don't even know how to say the silent E at the end for a very long time. Dunny. Anyways. Can you send it to me? What? Azima, it's up on the screen. Tim?
Jis?
Do you want to come check out the chat here? Also, I'm loving these backgrounds. The churros are so fun.
I need it to be zoomed. I can zoom in.
Areg is the universe. Look at him.
But I will also... Can I get the code? Where's the code? Here.
Wait, Tim?
Yes?
Mine is not, my code is not connecting. Like I can't get all the pieces together.
Areg is space. Oh, I love it.
Code
Okay.
is not connecting?
But like, I can't put the blocks together.
What? try what? Okay, try to, I don't know, just refresh the screen, I guess.
Okay. I love this. We have churros, we have Nutella, a reg is space. All right, so we have Jaden's done, Adil's done, Azima is working on it. Areg says yes.
I'm still working on it.
Who was that?
Aisha.
Aisha. Okay, Aisha's still working on it. Next time I'm going to join with the name of space. Do it, Areg. Do it. You think you're done? Okay.
All right, you know you can rename yourself mid call. Here you are. Now you're space.
Okay, Azia, what's the question mark all about? You think you're done? Does it work? You're
Well,
muted. No,
it's not
unmute
gonna
yourself.
work yet.
Okay.
Maybe.
Thing
I
is, this
don't
bot
know.
button right now actually
Okay.
doesn't do anything.
Cool. Okay, so maybe. I love this space. Very cool. Oh, so good. All right, we have about 6 minutes left, so let's just make sure that everybody's got it down. Tim also sent a picture of the blocks, so if you guys want to download the blocks and compare, that's a really good way to do it. These are getting more and more preposterous. I love it.
Okay, so I think the bot button works.
Now Reg will always remember the time he was the universe. Okay. Cool. All right, so we have about 5 minutes left. Does anybody need help?
Yes.
Yes. Who said yes?
Aisha, right here, the one with the
Aisha.
churros.
Oh, Tim. Let's see. What's up, Aisha?
So, you know how it says set value for key?
Yeah.
I can't attach anything to that, to the key.
I want them to add another item.
Okay, Tim, do you want to help out Aisha?
I can take a look. Aisha, can you share your screen?
See, I can't add that.
Okay, so it's set value for key, not key path.
Oh.
Using the wrong block. There you go. See, there you go. Now everything snaps in.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, if you take a look at the code, for that get value for key part, you're missing some stuff. So you have to finish that up.
Yeah.
I'll share my screen again so you can look at it.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, cool. All right, so we have about a minute left. Who are you haunting? My add button is not working. Azia's add button is not working. Tim.
Add button doesn't work.
Yes.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Who was it? Azima or Asia?
Azia. Asia. I'm just saying letters now. Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't know. Her add button worked for me. Just make sure you're typing the correct values in everywhere, and then click.
And also, it's guys just.
We are also out of time for today. So
maybe Adil can look at that. Adil, yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
Mine works, so I'll just compare.
Yeah, I see you're lucky you have a big brother. Okay, guys. So that's it for today, and we'll see you next Saturday. Next Saturday is our last class. So yeah, have fun week, and we'll see you all next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.